Okay, fight fans and fight fiends, welcome back to Manny's Thoughts. I, of course, Manny MTL or Manny Montreal. Make sure to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and obviously, thefightcity.com. As usual, I'll give you guys my thoughts on what's going down in the world of combat sports. Let's get started. Okay, first up, congratulations are due as usual. Congratulations, Mick Conlan, fantastic outing. A lot of people were worried with him being this far away from home. However, he took to it like a fish to water. Fantastic outing. I look forward to them stepping up his opponent next time around. Look forward to seeing this kid in the ring again, Mick Conlan. Now, as far as the rest of the card is concerned, Pacquiao Horn. A lot of people are disappointed. I am somewhat thankful Teddy Atlas was there to call it. There's a lot to be said. Okay, first off, was it a robbery? Yeah. They gave it to the wrong guy. Did Horn fight well? Yes. Did he do better than expected? Absolutely. But like Atlas said, you don't get belts for trying hard, and that's no way for Manny to lose his belt. I would have been okay with them giving him a draw. That would have forced a rematch anyway, and all the Aussies would have been happy anyway. But no, they railroaded him. And, a lot of people are going straight to the CompuBox numbers, and they want to quote stats, and I'm with you. Manny landed more clean, flush punches. Point. However, I do want to point out there's something else to this. The Manny of old would have destroyed this guy. This was no different than Algieri. And somehow it was. This guy went the distance, and there's no reason for him to have gone the distance. The ref was about to stop it at the end of the 9th round. This is why I have trouble with even the fighter himself saying he knew he was winning it, because the ref told him, I'm going to stop it if you don't show me something, which means you're losing, and losing badly. Say what you want about the fight. Manny went home, and the next day was taking pictures on the beach. The new champ slept in the hospital. Bad taste in my mouth about this one. I know there's a rematch clause, so I guess they're trying to recoup some of that first $10 million they spent on getting Manny to come there and throw a card. I get it, it's a big market, but Tim Bradley, why was Tim Bradley? I have such an issue with commentating. I switched around from a few different sources in order to just avoid certain commentating. I stuck with ESPN, and I was putting Teddy on mute because even though I respect him immensely and I love the fact that he's a complete savage when it comes to being honest, he's yelling. He's yelling the whole time. I'm by myself watching this, and my house is reverberating with his craziness. So I don't know. They got to do something about the commentating. Stephen A. Smith needs to disappear from boxing. They need to just let him be a fan. I'm no way saying that I know what the solution is, but we do need better commentating. Teddy Atlas telling the truth should not be the measuring stick, and Teddy should be the worst commentator out there, but he's not. So it was a messed up card, and I feel for Manny Pacquiao and for Pacquiao fans, but I quoted myself with this quote. I like my Mayweather's pretty, and my Pacquiao's godless in gambling. So you like it or not, I think this new born-again Manny, this nice Manny, is what lost the fight. The guy headbutts you, and then when you meet up in the center of the ring, you hand him your hand to give a little high five. Like, really? Then you do it again. After he headbutts you again. And you're bleeding out the side of your head. You know, you actually turned away from him because it was bleeding so bad. And you still went and touched hands. You know, I think you're scared of hurting people. And I think if that happens to you, it's time for you to hang up the gloves. Really hoping the rematch is the end for Manny Pacquiao. A lot of guys are happy. Oh, all kinds of guys calling out Mr. Horn now. Horn, the headbutter Horn, being called out by Keith Thurman, even though his arm's broken. He's like, yeah, that'd be a good fight. Spence is calling him out. Even Danny Garcia. Now all of a sudden these guys woke up. It makes me laugh. Okay, so as for what's going on the Fight City and the FightCity.com this week, we got fresh articles and posts on the daily for you guys to check out. This is some fantastic work. Please have a look. This is some great minds putting some fantastic work together. I am really over the moon that I get to be a part of this team. Just some really, really good writers, couple good photographers, and then there's me. So it's a really good site. If you haven't checked it out yet, which I doubt, but if you haven't, please do. So as far as the news is concerned, nothing much has really changed. The only thing I'm a little worried about is the Beterbiev fight. We haven't gotten any word on that yet, and the clock is ticking. So here's hoping they figure something out, but I'm watching that card on the 29th with Mikey Garcia and Broner, and it's getting filled up pretty quick. They got a nice heavyweight on that too. We'll see what happens to Beterbiev. I really hope the best. Maybe Andre Ward comes and saves the day if he doesn't lose his mind and fight Bellew. As far as what's going on this week and what we can watch, there's a couple things that I would suggest watching. First off, Friday, the 7th of July. If you go 4 p.m., you probably got to look for a stream of it because it's going down in England. Bama 30, July 7th. It's a really good show. Please look out for Paul Redmond on that one. That is really going to be a fun show to watch. It's a good way to start your day. Friday night, free and live on Fox Sports 1. We got UFC, The Ultimate Fighter finale. You know what? There were a couple of interesting fighters on that show, so I'm looking forward to the card overall. It's a stacked card. Now, as far as Saturday night is concerned, the UFC is back again. UFC 213. You get the free portion, and then you got to flip over to the pay-per-view at the end. But it's a stacked card again. There's names upon names. Just real quick, we got Verdum Overeem 3. We got Pettis Miller. We got, Lawler Cowboy. This fight was off. It's on. It's off. It's on. By the time I do the show, I don't know if it's happening. So hopefully it does, because that's one hell of a fight. Romero Whittaker. This is for the interim, because Bisping was trying to delay things in order to guarantee to fight GSP. And he definitely does not want anything to do with Romero. Might have just got screwed because it looks like they're setting up GSP for something else. Tune in this weekend. Look for GSP in the crowd on that one. And last but not least, the champ, the main event, Nunes versus Shevchenko 2. Shevchenko's for real. She gave her a solid fight the last time around. I'm looking forward to this. It's a good way to spend your Saturday night. That's it for me this week. If you like the t-shirts, make sure to hit us up. Like, share, subscribe. If you have already, tell somebody else to, because there's clearly not enough of you on here. That's it for me this week. I'll see you guys next week.